One sentence at dinner just cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. The moment you reveal your number, you permanently change how every person around you behaves. Not because they steal from you, but because you will change. Your spending shifts, your identity shifts, and most people never feel it happening. Think of wealth like a submarine. It only works when nobody can see it. The moment it surfaces, it becomes a target. Here's the statistic that should stop you cold. 1 in 3 people earning over $100,000 a year still live paycheck to paycheck. That is not a salary problem. That is a visibility problem. Every visible upgrade you make clicks the ratchet one notch forward, and a ratchet never goes backward. The floor is set, and it is enforced by the people who watched you set it. Let me tell you about Ryan, a software engineer making good money, doing everything right, until one birthday dinner changed everything. He had just crossed $100,000 in investments, and he shared it with his closest friends. Within 2 years, the friend group moved to nicer places, and Ryan always paid without pushing back. His family started calling him for help because Ryan was now the money guy. 3 years of strong income, disciplined saving, and his net worth had barely moved. The real problem is not that people ask you for money, it is that you give it without being asked, because saying no feels impossible once people know your number. Ryan handed the people around him a lever that moves his money, and they do not even know they are pulling it. If this is landing for you, hit like, drop a comment telling me, how much has financial visibility actually cost you without you realizing it? And subscribe so you never miss content like this. Now meet Nathan, a top earner in his company, disciplined, quiet, and building wealth the boring way that actually works. Nobody had a number for Nathan, and his submarine was running completely silent. Then his father died, and a legal process forced his number into the open in front of his entire family. Once his siblings knew his number, the requests arrived, indirect, patient, and nearly impossible to refuse. Within 18 months, Nathan had dispersed over $65,000. Some he chose to give, some he felt unable to refuse. That money, compounding quietly for 20 years, would have been worth $250,000. Financial silence is not paranoia. It is optionality. And optionality is the only kind of freedom that money actually creates. The person who needs the outcome least holds the most power in any negotiation, financial or social. Here are the 3 things that actually protect your wealth. Not budgets, not spreadsheets, but strategic silence. First, audit your financial visibility, not your spending, and stop adding new data points for people to track. Second, decouple your financial milestones from your social identity and celebrate privately instead of publicly. Third, build a private reserve that only you know about, a number that gives you power in any room without needing to say a single word. Nathan eventually restructured everything, not to hide from taxes, but to reduce financial legibility and rebuild his silence. His wealth is growing again, quietly compounding in the dark, exactly the way it works best. Every system around you, advertising, social media, consumer culture, is designed to make your wealth visible and keep it from compounding. The discomfort of staying financially quiet is not a warning signal. It is a confirmation that you are doing exactly the right thing. Run silent, run deep. The submarine does not surface so passing ships can admire it.